What's up everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Zeta and Omicron. Last time, we were here in one of the side missions. I'm not sure which one it is, but I think it's the final Pokemon Ranger one. We're taking on the final Giga Remo, or however those are called. I honestly still have no idea, but I cleared out those final two Team Grunts, and actually some of our Pokemon right now are dead. One of them being Poseidon. After having tear through that fire gym, it seems Poseidon can't handle some Team Grunts. But anyway, we have made it to the top, to the final Giga Remo, the Black Giga Remo, the strongest of them all. Not only that, but it's on a self-destruct timer. Even if you win, you'll die here. Oh my goodness. How are we gonna win if it's a lose-lose situation? It's my boy, the Green Arrow. Oh my gosh. We can't come out on top, guys. How will we ever beat this? And once again, we have a freaking double battle. Thank goodness this one isn't like a 2-on-1 battle though, because I was about to cry if it was. Not really though. I am pretty happy now that we finally defeated that gym. I mentioned that a lot in the previous episode. Now mostly because, yeah, we're going to be able to do a lot more now that everything is solved. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out to Mr. Egg. I wasn't sure who I swapped out to. I think it was Mr. Egg, and then use Earthquake, and that way we can take out both those Pokemon without Mr. Egg being hit. Smart thinking, man, smart. But yeah, we are right now somehow still a little bit under-leveled compared to all the trainers, which I don't really mind. I like being a little bit under-leveled in Pokemon games because, I don't know, I feel like most games, this one has been pretty tough, especially that gym. Actually, previously to that gym, I wouldn't say this game has been super tough, but it's definitely been more challenging than regular Pokemon games, that's for sure. But I usually like to be a little bit under-leveled just to make it a little bit more of a challenge than these games can already be, because most Pokemon hacks already pose more of a challenge than regular games, but these games specifically, or, well, I guess, wait, I just got myself very confused. Anyway, I like to be a little bit underleveled to add a little bit more of a challenge, if that makes sense. Alright, so far though, this Ninetales and Espeon are being a little bit annoying, putting Dingus to sleep. We could have definitely beat them both down on that one turn, but since Dingus was put to sleep, we couldn't take him out, so I don't know. I have a feeling that this will be our last time battling these two Olympus executives. I don't know what their names are. One of them is Apollo. I'm guessing the other chick, we fought, who did we fight last episode? I think it was Artemis, so I'm guessing this one's like Athena or something. Or actually, I think Athena was the one that we did fight last episode. And a Volcarona. I am not happy to be fighting a Volcarona, that's for sure. You do that, Espeon. I don't mind, honestly. Espeon's not doing too much to our team right now, so I just want Dingus to wake up. Gosh darn it, why'd you switch out, man? Alright, well, that Air Slash won't hurt that much, but if we do wake up, yes, we woke up, we're gonna get that Scald off, and that's probably gonna take out Solrock. Yes, it will. Awesome. So now we just have Volcarona to deal with, unless that thing is lying and they actually don't have 4 Pokemon. They have more than 4. But I guess we'll find out, because sometimes I know it bugs out when it's a double battle, and it'll mean that each of them have 4 Pokemon instead of just being 4. I don't know if they can actually have each 4 Pokemon, because then they would have 8 total, and I think the max that they can have is 6 total, even between both of them. So anyway, gonna send Tetra back out. Dingus is still here. You literally cannot see him. Where the heck is he right now? You literally can't see Dingus right now, but I guess he's there. So, I don't know. We'll just trust the game and say that he's here, I guess. Alright, so thankfully he didn't U-turn Dingus there. Tetra is able to tank that right out, and alright, so they do have more than 4 Pokemon. The game was lying to us that whole time. Pretty sure I used Scald though, so that Rapidash that came out should still take some really good damage. That guy uses all fire kind of Pokemon. Just realized. I don't know what the other chick uses because we've only been able to hit her. Okay, I think we might just kill Dingus if we go for Petal Dance. So I guess I'll go for a Quiver Dance just to set up a little bit, and we'll take out that Rapidash. Alright, you do that, Espeon. I'm not sure what that is doing, the power swap there. Alright, please don't take me out. Alright, cool, cool. I like that. I like that. Now we can set up our Quiver Dance. She's got a speed boost as well, so that is not good for us, but I think the Scald should take out Rapidash, so we don't really need to worry about that. Anyway, this should be the final video that I'm recording before PAX time, mostly because it's really, I like to procrastinate a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there also do that, but even during school and just overall throughout my whole life, I have loved procrastinating so much, and it is honestly not a huge surprise that I decided to procrastinate with making videos for PAX. So I'm going to switch out to my hero quick so that we don't die to that Petal Dance, but yeah, I have definitely procrastinated with making videos for packs, and now I basically have like maybe another 3 hours before we actually leave for the airport. So hopefully I can get out a couple more before we leave, and well, I mean, this will be the last one, but I mean, hopefully I can render this one out and have everything uploaded. Honestly, uploading is not that big an issue. As long as I can get this one done and recorded, should be fine. So there will be a total of, I guess, 4 videos, and by the time you guys see this, you'll know how many videos came out during the time I was there. But yeah, unfortunately, didn't get as many as I wanted, but there will be packs, vlogs, and stuff like that that I'll be uploading, so it's not like we'll be missing out on too many videos, hopefully, while I'm gone. So last Pokemon for these trainers, I'm guessing this is the last Pokemon, because that makes 6, is going to be Gallade, unless they somehow do have 4 each, but I guess we'll find out. Right now, they can barely hurt us. I guess Volcarona could do some fire damage on Lilu, but she's deciding not to, so I don't know. I'm totally okay with that. Let's go for the close combat on Gallade, even though it's not very effective, because I know this Overheat will take out Volcarona unless our special attack dropped that much. No, it didn't. No, we got a critical hit. Oh gosh, it is a harshly falling. I didn't know that it harshly fell, the special attack. So now our special attack is pretty much in the garbage. So, I don't know. Doesn't matter because that was her last Pokemon, or their last Pokemon together. So there we go. Guess the blue-haired chick uses Psychic types. She had an Espeon, a Gallade, and something else. Let's find out what that last something is. It is a Xatu. Unless this isn't her last Pokemon. Gosh darn it, they each have like 5. God. They have so many Pokemon. What is up with this? I don't even know. Also, did one of them have pressure? Because our Overheat PP is already out. And I can't even remember which Pokemon they had out, so I don't know if any of them had pressure. But I feel like maybe one of them did, because our PP for Overheat is already gone. Unless we actually haven't healed up in that long. But, alright, Stantler coming out now. You are about to get wreckled by this Overheat Thunder Punch combo, man. Overheat now. Close combat will tear you a new one. Those antlers are going to be Christmas decorations right now, man. Alright, so yeah, last episode I mentioned that I wanted to cover up some topics today, and I forgot which ones they were. Gosh darn it. I forgot what the first one was. I know that the second one, though, was if Pokemon were in real life, what were some of the weirder, like, combinations of Pokemon? Like, I know that I mentioned Magmortar, thinking, like, compared to real-life animals, what would be some of the weirder ones? But I guess every single, like, humanoid-like Pokemon would be pretty weird. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit, though, because we've got the end of this story here, so you can call us tree huggers all you want, but we sure know what we're doing. Let's get out of here! That Giga Remo thingy, I guess, blew up. They do have a mission. I'm afraid it may prove too difficult, so maybe once... Oh, okay, once we bit the Elite Four, we can return and I guess take on the final Pokemon Ranger mission. So that was not quite the last one. Gosh, every single time I'm in this town, this girl gets in the freaking way. I swear, man. I don't even know, man. Literally, that girl every single time so far has gotten in my way. But now that we've defeated that, and that was the final Pokemon Ranger mission, as well as done the final police mission, which was taking on Mewtwo himself, let's move on to heading over to the Elite Four. So we're going to fly to Caspian City, and yeah, that last gym that we beat allows us to use Dive. I've actually found out where we're supposed to go. It was kind of obvious since there wasn't a dive spot in the town itself. It was kind of obvious that we had to head down here into this route, but I wanted to show off some of the Pokemon that you can actually catch here, because while I was doing a little bit of training in this area, because the Pokemon here are kind of high level, I found out that there's a bunch of really, really cool Pokemon here, or at least a lot of really cool grass types, which, you know, it gave me the temptation of replacing Tetra, but I was like, you know what, people were pretty mad over Loki already. There is no way I'm ever going to get away with replacing another team member, and yeah, probably ever in another playthrough. I don't think I'm going to really be messing around with my team too much. At least if a Pokemon team member or a member of my team has stuck around for more than, like, I'd say 5 to 10 episodes, I will definitely not do that anymore, because I don't know, I should just plan out my team more accordingly. For this game, though, I really wanted a water type, especially for that gym, and Lapras just kind of happened to show up as a trade for a dark type, so it just kind of popped in there. The last Pokemon that I wanted to show off on that route, though, was Cacturne, because in this game, Cacturne actually has a Mega Evolution, so I kind of wanted to catch one, but I don't think that when we get to the next region, I don't think we can actually take our Pokemon over to the next region, so I don't know if it would be worth it to get ourselves a Cacturne if we'd have to not be able to take it to the next region anyway, but you can get Cacturne there, and there is a Mega Stone for Cacturne in this game. Obviously, it's a fan-made Mega Evolution, since Cacturne doesn't usually have a Mega, but this game actually has, I think somewhere from 10 to 15 custom Mega Evolutions. I won't spoil all of them just in case we actually do play the rest of this game and get through all that other region, because as of right now, I'm a little undecided, honestly, on how I'm going to do this, but, you know, like I said, PAX will be a good break for me, and I'll be able to think about what I want to do exactly. And anyway, once we get back from there, we should be able to do the Pokemon League and almost finish up at least the first story of this game. There is a lot of post-game, though, so I guess I'll be deciding how we handle that once we get there. For now, I'm not worrying about it. Like I said, I love procrastinating. I always procrastinated in school, and I'm going to do it for this game as well. I'm just going to leave it off until the end, man. Just going to not worry about it. When we get there, we get there. Let's take out this Clamperl, because even though it's not high level, we got a lucky egg on our Tetra right now, so should give us some good EXP, and it's a really easy kill. Let's see. Only 825, actually, so alright, never mind. Clamperls, you are not good. We are going to repel you away. Gosh darn it. Stop. 69 repels! What a great joke, huh? Right, guys? 69. Everybody loves that joke. That's best joke NA, EU, everywhere. Everywhere, that's the best joke. If you don't know that joke wherever you're from, you're just inferior to everyone else that has that joke. I'm just kidding. It's kind of... I don't even get that it's a joke. It's literally a... You know, I won't go in depth for the younger audiences. If you want to figure it out, it's a great number. You know, it's in the 60s. The 60s have always been a great time period. The 60s. In 1969, some great things probably happened. So, you know, you can take it that way. Anyway, ignoring weird jokes, I guess. I don't really even consider that a joke. It's just people for some reason find it funny. But alright, let's go down deep under, and it's just started raining outside. For a second I thought like the AC turned on. I'm like, why is the AC turning on when it's already feels pretty chilly in here? That'll be kind of weird, because we have it set so that it's at a certain temperature, so I don't know. Anyway, it is raining outside, and right now it is not raining in the game, but we were underwater, but now we're out and into... I don't know where, honestly. Guess what? It's raining in the game now, too. Coincidence? I think not. The gods of Pokemon are watching me right now. Arceus is literally watching me right now in my room playing this game. Did you guys know that anytime you're playing a Pokemon game, Arceus is watching you? It's literally, Arceus watches your every move whenever you're playing Pokemon, so don't be doing weird stuff when you're playing Pokemon. Also, don't suck like me. You gotta definitely, you guys... The whole point of my channel is for you guys to strive to be better than myself at Pokemon, because honestly, I am not very good at all, but we've made it to some kind of town here. Honestly, I've never really said I'm good at Pokemon, though. I just kind of enjoy playing the games, but alright, regardless of whether I'm good or not, and you're better or not, here we are. I want to go to Victory Road to face my final challenge. I'm too scared. What if I fail? What if you fail? I mean, failure, it's not that bad. This town sucks. It always rains, and then it makes it rain in my real life. That actually really sucks, because we gotta go soon, and I hope it stops raining before we go there, because driving at nighttime with rain is not very fun. Just north of this town is Victory Road. Just north of that is the Quasar Plateau. That's the ultimate test for trainers. Alright, are you going to Victory Road? You better take this! Thank you so much for the full restore. I really appreciate that. God bless you, and welcome to the Full Restore Club. Yangtze Town to the west, Huron Town to the south. Let's check out our Pokegear, because I have no idea what either of those two towns are. Right now, I'm assuming we are... Wait, what? I think we might already be in Huron Town, because if to the west is Yahtzee Town here, and then we can take some kind of route down to Ladonga, and then from the left, we can get back to the very beginning of the game. How is the post-game of this game going to be so long? Is there literally going to be a whole new map? Oh yeah, there is another whole region, so I guess that makes sense. The only part of the post-game that takes place in this region specifically is, I'm guessing, all of this part, Teeza Town, and then you eventually get over to all of these places, which are going to be the Sigil Halls, I think is what they're called. So yeah, there is a whole other region after this game. I think what I was going to do is probably finish off this region at least. Like, I was definitely planning on doing the Sigil Halls, but like I said, when we get there, and we'll talk about it more then. I don't think we even battled any trainers, so there's no point in healing up. Let's just figure out where we are. Corlett is one tricky fighter. I came to the Elite Four and lost to him all because of a stinking air balloon. Oh man. Well, we can already tell that this victory challenge Elite Four Pokemon League is going to be pretty tough. I want to read that again, because she is talking about some of those rare Mega Evolutions before the Elite Four. I heard Mega Medicham, Mega Crawdont, and a couple of others I could find without being strong enough to beat them. So I guess there are some Mega Evolutions that we can get before we go to the next region. I heard Wilson, one of the Elite Four, has a Pokemon that's made from DNA of Zekrom and Darkrai. What a terrible beast. Could probably ravage the earth if set loose. What the heck? Alright, this is going to be a very interesting Elite Four. I'm sure that each of them is going to have at least one Mega Evolution, and according to that guy, one of them is apparently going to have a fusion of Zekrom and freaking Darkrai, so that's going to be fun. I can tell you about one of the Elite Four members if you'd like. Let's hear about each of them. This is going to be the challenge we're going up against. I mean, we already know a lot about Tobias. He likes to paint himself blue. He wears cutoff shorts because of, I don't think it's a disease, but a condition that he has. Dozens of people suffer from it, so I don't think we really need to hear much about him, but you know what, we'll do it nonetheless. Tobias uses Dark-type Pokemon. His best Pokemon is a Hydreigon, which knows a Dark-type one-hit KO move called Dark Epitaph. Oh my goodness. He also has Absol, Solrock, and for some reason, a Misdreavus, so I'm guessing Mega Absol is going to be his Mega Evolution, unless in this game they've made a Mega Hydreigon, which sounds terrifying. Hydreigon is already so strong. Why would they make a Mega for it? I mean, I can see it, but holy crap, that thing would be super powerful. Corlett is the electric type user. He is a tricky fight. You can't just sweep him with ground types. I'm guessing he's going to have air balloons on most of his stuff, but actually that's really cheap because the only really weakness of electric types is ground, so I guess we'll have to hit him with a Scald from Dingus first, then Earthquake. Anyway, his favorite Pokemon is Ampharos, which also knows an electric one-hit KO move called Nerval Cut. Why do all of their Pokemon have one-hit KO moves? I don't know, but Ampharos, Electro, Zeb, Strika, so that guy is definitely going to have Mega Ampharos, which thankfully is super slow. Morgan uses Water-type Pokemon and specializes in using Rain Dance to increase their strength. She also has a powerful Milotic, which knows the one-hit KO move, Abyssal Crush. Oh my goodness. I'm probably going to guess that hers is going to be a Mega... Well, she didn't tell us what the rest of her Pokemon are, but I know that Mega Milotic is in this game. I'm sorry, I don't know much about Wilson. I do know he uses Dragon-type, and his strongest Pokemon is the only one of it in the world. What? Alright, I don't want to read anymore, man. This is just making... This is so scary right now. We're going to have to spiel with it, man. Misdreavus, Dratini here. Maybe this guy is going to have like a Mega Dratini or something, because if you take a look at these Pokemon, each of them is a Pokemon that he mentioned those other people having. Or, well, actually... Huh. Okay, so he did mention one of them having Mareep. One of them has a Misdreavus. I think it was Tobias. Yeah. So I'm guessing the water one is going to have a Spheal, and I'm guessing the dragon one is going to have a Dratini. So it could be a Mega Dragonite. I don't know if that's in this game, though. So, yes, we are going to challenge the Elite Four. Thank you for the beautiful fresh water. I'm sure that's going to come in super helpful, man. God dang it, Misdreavus. Get out of the way. Man, what is up with people getting in our way today, man? I hope that's not like a premonition of the airport, because man, getting through airport security is always a pain, especially when people get in the way or just delay it for no reason. It really sucks. I guess just as a person that travels really frequently, it really sucks dealing with like slow people at airports, but I mean, I have a lot of patience, but even still, airports can be super stressful, especially if you're kind of even a tad bit late to getting there. They can be really stressful, man. So I don't know, just dealing with slow people at the airport can be really annoying because they know that some people are getting there late and might need to hurry up, and sometimes people just don't seem to understand that. I don't know, I just usually am pretty patient, but it can be annoying when you're in a rush. And one time, I don't remember where I was going exactly, but it was definitely one of the PAXs. One time, I was running super duper late because when I got to the airport, for some reason, I couldn't like check my luggage through the little Hiker Honey Boo Boo. Alright. Hiker freaking Honey Boo Boo. Why? Why is that your name and why? Alright. Anyway, I couldn't check my bag for some reason through the little computer machine, so I actually had to go and do this really long line to get my bags checked and actually get my ticket for the flight. So I ended up being super duper late. I literally ran through the airport. I tried cutting in line through security, and like this really scary looking super tall guy came up and he's like, yo man, you can't be cutting the line. I swear my like pee crawled back inside my body because I was so freaking scared. I was just trying to cut in line because I was super late and I got nervous and I was like, oh man, I need to get there. But anyway, nothing happened. Later on, he dropped his phone charger on the ground. I was like, man, you dropped this. And he's like, thank you so much, man. God bless you. I appreciate it so much, man. You're the best. So it turns out he was like a gentle giant type of person. So that was interesting. Anyway, after that, I made a mad dash towards the gate. As I was getting there, the gates were already shut, and I literally ran up to the gates and I knocked the door, and I was like, please let me get in here. And some guy came up and he's like, whoa, what are you doing, man? I guess he thought, I don't know, man. Every time at airports, people, like, if you do anything even remotely sketchy looking, they'll assume the worst. So I don't know if the guy thought I was trying to hijack the plane or what the heck I was doing. I was just trying to get on my flight before it left because I saw that the plane was still there. So anyway, he opened the door, let me in, and I was literally the last person to board that plane, with Purple Rodri already waiting inside, since that was one of the packs probably when we were living in Orlando, so we both went together. And yeah, probably one of the most stressful times of my life, because if I had missed that flight, my luggage would have already been on that plane, so I basically would have had to find another flight to wherever we were going, then gotten there, and probably my luggage might not have even made it there, so it would have been really, really annoying. Yeah, definitely one of the most stressful times of my life. So long story short, get to the airport early. Probably, I mean, some people say like an hour is enough, but you never know if the airport's going to be busy, so I always try to get there like at least an hour and a half to 2 hours beforehand. And honestly, like I said, I have patience, so as long as I am like there at the gate before the plane has departed, it's really just a matter of waiting, and I have a lot of patience. I also have a lot of electronic devices to keep me plenty busy, so honestly, I would rather be there early than late. And even then, one time I was gonna go to my uncle's in California, and for some reason I got to the gate super early. There were so many people there though. Like, Los Angeles airports are freaking, or no, actually I think it was the Houston airport. I don't know, it was one airport, I'm pretty sure it was Houston. It is insane. There's so many people. All the gates are super close together, so it is really, really annoying to listen up to when your flight is being called out, especially because I love listening to music while I'm at the airport. So I had my headphones on, and somehow, even though I was there literally like an hour and a half before the plane departed, I was super paying attention when the plane was supposed to depart, but I never heard anyone freaking call, and I somehow missed my flight. But I pretended to be a scared little kid, even though I was like 19 at the time. I pretended I was 17 because I looked like, I don't know, I could probably pass as, like, the youngest I think would be maybe like 16, so I pretended to be a scared little kid, and they gave me a free hotel, and then the next day a free flight, so I guess that worked out. You know, sometimes looking young can pay off, though sometimes it's not that good, at least with the ladies, you know, because when I went to Puerto Rico, I talked a little bit about this in an earlier episode about my adventures in Puerto Rico. I talked about it in a stream, actually. I didn't really mention it in a video, but when I went to Puerto Rico during Christmas, I was trying to like just talk to girls that I knew back in high school, and since my friend owned a bar back then, I was using that as kind of the place to be like, hey, I'm gonna be here, my friend owns it, we can get you free drinks and hang out and dance and whatever. So anyway, that was kind of like my little platform. During that time though, definitely does not help out because, well, it's been 2 years since we left high school, and all of these other kids that I knew back in high school, they already had like fully grown beards in senior year or even before then. And here I am sitting now 2 years into college, or at least for them, since I don't go to school, and I still have this freaking baby face and literally, I don't know, instant friend zone basically. Kind of sucks for some parts, pretty good for some other parts. Also pretty good is when your phone vibrates randomly during videos, you know, always a really good time. But I guess it makes sense since I'm literally about to leave in a couple of hours, so lots of texts are going down in preparation for this trip. Anyway, that is a little bit of glimpses into the stories of my times traveling and the crazy times of Munching Orange. And honestly, this is why I don't vlog that often, because vlogging is super distracting and would definitely make all of these situations even more stressful if I was sitting there holding a camera recording myself. But I guess if I was late to the airport and stuff like that, it doesn't make sense to even start a vlog at all. But I would do them if, you know, like, I'll start doing some, or I'll hopefully have some PAX vlogs for you guys. Whenever this video goes up, hopefully by the next day, or by the end of PAX, which should be Monday, you might see some PAX vlogs on, like, Tuesday or something, if I have them ready. But anyway, we are in the Victory Road. I didn't even notice that we were actually inside of the Victory Road now. So next time, we will probably have a special long episode taking on the whole Victory Road. We've explored a little bit of it so far, only taking on 2 trainers, so it's probably going to be quite a lot of them. Honestly, the Elite Four look really, really scary, or at least sound scary from what all of those guys back in the town were telling us, so I am not really looking forward to it. I mean, I really am actually, because a lot of the Pokemon that they have sound interesting. However, I'm not looking forward to the challenge of it, especially with Stunfisk and Lapras and Lilligant. I don't know, man. There's nothing. Okay, so there's a water type one, which is good because Dingus and Tetra can handle that, so that's good. There is a dark one, so Lilu and maybe even Mai can be really good in that. There is a dragon one, so again, the addition of Poseidon is sounding really, really nice right now because he's got that Ice Beam, and hopefully the dragons don't have moves that can, like, OKO us. I guess dragons usually have, like, fire moves, but I don't know, man. We just gotta hope, cross our fingers, you know. Anyway, the last one was electric type, and we have Dingus for that as well, but like that guy said, apparently a lot of them have air balloons, so it is looking pretty scary. But we just gotta cross our fingers, or do a bunch of training with more Audinoes, or here in the Victory Road. At least these trainers all have, like, pretty high level Pokemon, so we're getting really good EXP out of this, especially with the Lucky Eggs. So shouldn't be too bad by the time we get there. I guess we'll see, but that will not be until I get back. So after this trainer is done, I'll probably be ending off the video. Next time, we will do the rest of the Victory Road. It might be a really long episode, but honestly, for Victory Road, I always like to do special long episodes anyway. Or at least ever since X and Y, it seems I always do like a special really long Victory Road episode. So we're going to continue that tradition with that. However, before then, we have to take out a Milotic, and this guy even has one more other Pokemon. So these trainers are not messing around, man. They are legit like people that are ready to face the Pokemon League themselves. So they have a lot of Pokemon. They have a lot of high-level Pokemon, which is really, really cool because usually when I play Pokemon games, like official ones from Nintendo or Game Freak, or I don't know, man, it's always confusing to say who is the owner, but I'll just say Game Freak to be safe. So usually whenever you play the official Pokemon games, Game Freak decides to put like really weak trainers in the Victory Road for no reason. So I don't know, I never understood that because the Victory Road is supposed to be the final challenge, the final frontier right before you face the Pokemon League, so it would make sense that trainers that are in the Victory Road would have like 6 members on their team, would be ready to take on that league, even though in X and Y, I read a theory somewhere that like in X and Y, trainers are kind of more like classed by how many Pokemon they train at a time, which is why you see the Elite Four having only 4 Pokemon, and only the strongest of trainers have 6, like you yourself and your rival. Even your other rivals only have like 3 or 4 Pokemon each, so I don't know, that was just a really cool theory I heard. Anyway, looks like next time we will have a nice little rock maze, so we will be chilling like villains here in the Victory Road. Next time we will take on the rest of it, and I'll see you all after PAX.